Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are around the world at this time. I'm Germaine Reyes, and I'm the CEO of Synergy Market Research and Strategic Consultancy. And I'm so excited and happy to be part of the World Marketing Summit. Thank you for this opportunity to share with you research and insights from various studies that we've conducted at different time periods in total Philippines for this topic, sustainability matters, opportunities and challenges in the Philippine setting. We will be exploring sustainability adoption in the Philippines and what are the expectations, including barriers to adoption. And I hope that the significant findings culled from our studies will, on overall, help marketeers and business owners craft their strategies with sensitivities as well as foresight in order to grow their businesses by winning the consumer's trust. This presentation will also help students globally to highlight how research helps in fine-tuning potential strategies of companies and brands. Now, more than ever, we need market research while we navigate through the continuously evolving business landscape and create eco-friendly ways to satisfy the needs of our consumers. This is where we would like to help. But before anything, I'd like to make mention that starting 2020, we became the exclusive Philippines partner of YouGov, a UK-based international research and data analytics company. At the start of the pandemic, we launched free webinars to help the marketing and business communities navigate through the uncertainties of the pandemic by providing insights through expert panel discussion. And by 2021, we started sharing insights coming from Synergy-YouGov research in our e-panel webinars to serve as a stepping board for panel discussion. You may check Synergy's YouTube page for the various pioneering topics we delved into, which touched on understanding the shift in consumer behavior, attitudes, and mindsets at the start of the pandemic in 2020. We also delved in topics about creating meaningful brands through consumer insights, the use of social listening during social distancing, establishing the financial mindset reset that the pandemic triggered, which led to the investing mode of people, the rising mental health concerns in the Philippines, which started conversations on how brands can get involved in alleviating this, as well as sustainability as an imperative to marketing and customer experience. So you'll find all of these in Synergy's YouTube page. By 2022, we collaborated on research with industry associations such as the Philippine Association for National Advertisers, or PANA, the Philippine Retailers Association, or PRA, the Bank Marketing Association of the Philippines, or BMAP, the International Council for Small Businesses, or ICSB, the Advertising Association, or 4As. And this year, we have additionally collaborated on research with the Philippine Marketing Association, the Management Association of the Philippines, and the Internet and Mobile Marketing Association of the Philippines. Now, as mentioned, YouGov is an international data analytics company, and YouGov is widely quoted in media globally. And living data refers to the constantly evolving and growing source of data that YouGov collects through its proprietary panel of over 22 million members across 55 markets. The Philippines alone has 140,000 panel members, and this allows YouGov to provide unparalleled depth, range, and connectedness in consumer data for audience or segment profiling and brand tracking products like no other, because YouGov recognizes the idea that media has been fragmenting over the past so many years, and that markets are also fragmenting, and therefore YouGov strives to provide real-time connected data in order to aid in decision-making. So the term living consumer intelligence refers to the concept of continuously collecting and analyzing real-time data on consumer. And this approach is used by YouGov to provide high-quality, up-to-date data to help businesses make informed decisions faster, more than ever. Now, Synergy Market Research and Strategic Consultancy has partnered with YouGov to bring the plan and track solution to the Philippines. One of the product or solution is called Profiles. Imagine that the 140,000 consumer panel members have already been asked about their demographics, their consumption now and plans in the future, their attitudes and psychographics, media consumption, lifestyle, and many other questions you may want to know about the consumers. There are over 5,000 variables available in the Philippines alone, and this is growing in measure and size as the years pass by. YouGov has another cutting edge research solution called Brand Index, where brand health tracking across 16 metrics is collected on a daily basis, and these daily results are uploaded on a bi weekly basis. As I share this presentation with you right now, data is being collected for certain categories and brands amongst thousands of consumers in the Philippines. And one need not wait for results after months of fieldwork. So imagine that you don't really need to do pre and post testing of campaigns anymore. Brand, ad awareness, brand consideration, satisfaction, and many more are already collected. And as we are tuned in right now in this summit, data is collected and uploaded on a bi-weekly basis. So thus, as brands access the platform, one can already have data on reactions of consumers and impact on their brand funnel today, and as far back as 2 or 4 years as we cover various sectors such as banking, insurance, e-commerce, telco, QSRs, food and beverage, personal care, automotives, and many more. The power is in using both platforms. So you can use any of the variables in profiles, say tech savvy or the esports fans, and use this as filters to know how your brand health is performing among this select segment in the population. So with this partnership with YouGov, we are then able to help clients act on issues faster, make better, more informed decisions anytime, develop more precise strategies and targets, grow their business, and build a meaningful brand and or company on overall. So now, just to quickly provide perspective on the scope of this research, we conduct research on a regular basis, on a monthly basis at that, and we'll be sharing with you results of studies that we've conducted in January, April, July, and September of this year. And some of the results are tracked over time and or compared versus previous year. And this is done using an online survey conducted through the YouGov panel of 18-year-old and above, representing the total Philippines population. It's already projectable to total Philippines population. And each month covers over 3,400 samples nationwide for more robust results. So the margin of error for 3,400 sample size is roughly plus or minus 1.7%. We are also sharing some interesting results coming from YouGov profiles, which when I'll be sharing with you some quick facts coming from that. And to facilitate analysis, results were tested for statistical significance and compared versus total Philippines. And throughout this presentation, I will be mentioning which among the results are statistically significant to emerge key insights. In some results, I'll be also highlighting some significant differences across age cohorts and even Asia Pacific or Asia. So now on to some highlights. And as I share with you results, I encourage everyone in attending this summit to put on your parallel thinking hat and think about how might you apply the results or findings to your business or your category or even in your role as a company. For students, I hope these will serve as inspiration on your upcoming thesis or exploratory studies you would like to pursue. So, key learning number one, a great majority of Filipinos are green inclined or green ready availers already and remain to be, and the Philippines remains to be the second in Asia. So here is how Filipinos feel and think about paying more for products that are good for the environment. There is around 69% or 7 in 10 who are green inclined or those who are willing to pay more for environment friendly products. The 69% found this year is significantly higher than the 66% found in May last year. Indeed, being environment conscious has become prevalent in the minds of many Filipinos. Now, I'm sharing with you here results of this particular statement. I don't mind paying more for products that are good for the environment. And this is amongst those, this is a total of those who agree with this statement. And from the YouGov Profiles platform, where there are hundreds of attitudinal statements ready for analysis, we continue to find that the Philippines still placed second to Indonesia this year. At the bottom of the page or of this slide, you would see 2022 results, and you would see that Indonesia has gone down from 76 down to 72%. So we've actually narrowed the gap between Indonesia and the Philippines. And we don't know, based on the results that I'll be sharing with you, whether our numbers will go up in the next years. So, so this is possibly due to the many floodings and typhoons that we've all experienced sometime in the past, which devastated hundreds of thousands or even thousands of families worldwide. And that's the reason why the numbers for the Philippines is high. So on to key learning number two, green inclined attitude translated in Filipinos' behaviors and expectations as they buy environment friendly products as much as possible. And they expect companies already to have environment friendly practices. So this now is the result of those who agree with this statement. I buy or avail of environment friendly products and services as much as I can. And we've been seeing that those who try to buy or avail of environment friendly products as much as they can has gone up to over 4 in 10 in the population as of September 2023. The up arrow, okay, in this slide is to compare the percentages with January 2021. And you would see that from 26% in January 2021, this has gone up to 42% this September. We will see in later slides, though, whether there are barriers to the purchase of environment products, environment-friendly products. So just to break this up by age cohorts, we're seeing that the older generations are usually the age groups to purchase environment-friendly products as much as they can. This may be due to the better purchase capacity of the older generations than that of the millennials, and especially the Gen Zs, who are new in the labor force. So what I'm sharing with you here are a set of statements wherein we asked consumers to tell us where areas where businesses are expected to do social good. So if you notice, the set of statements here is a spectrum from giving charity, which is for free, upskilling members of the community, which is sharing of one's resources and time, okay, to something like ensuring their supply chain activities processes doesn't harm the environment. So you would note that sustainability practices for environment and communities are expected from businesses already. And we've been tracking the attitudes of Filipinos over time using certain attitudinal statements such as this, and and we are seeing that still 6 in 10 are expecting companies to do social good by ensuring that their processes don't harm the environment and that they don't employ any harmful practices such as forced labor. Before moving on to some other key learnings, let's just have some fun and take a look at some quick facts that came from our partners' platform, YouGov Profiles. Here are some quick facts that we can learn about Filipinos regarding sustainable practices. And did you know that 65% of Filipinos try to use less electricity to help the environment? This is probably also helping them save money so they can use this for their other spend items. Also, 52% of Filipinos try to buy only from companies who are socially and environmentally possible. That jives with what we have shared earlier, which is that people are expecting to have companies do social good by employing environmental friendly practices. Now, 54% also Filipinos are willing to pay more for sustainable energy. So, learning all these, one wonders, would there be barriers to sustainability adoption? Let's find out next. Now, several barriers were found through our study that bars people from adopting sustainability products. And this, we believe, are opportunity for brands to take action on these and serve as heroes to consumers. So what are the barriers to sustainability adoption? You would see here that we dug deeper into the barriers, and we found that consumers find sustainable products to still be too expensive or even find it hard and possibly hard to identify. There is a third that find it not as effective as other non-sustainable brands, and that brands that claim to practice sustainability are not actually doing so. We're finding that a third of our population is saying this, and that brands that claim to practice sustainability are not actually doing this. These show the pain points of customers in fully adopting sustainable products and potentially services. Now, we've also taken a look at the barriers by age cohort, and we're finding out that Gen Zs appear to be the most affected age cohort in adopting sustainability products fully. More find sustainable products to be hard to find, not as effective, and they even believe that brands that have sustainability claims are actually not true. Thus, this is a real challenge for companies. How do we convince the youngest generation in the workforce to adopt sustainable products and therefore brands if these were the barriers? On the other hand, Gen Xers find sustainable products and services being too expensive in these times when Filipinos are still challenged, coming from a high inflation rate this year and just recovering from the pandemic. Therefore, affordability is key. So, lastly, we've learned that sustainability through care for environment is a top brand engager, and it's an opportunity for brands to take action on. So gone are the days when sustainability is relegated to CSR efforts. It is now a marketing imperative, and it provides avenue for engagement. However, authenticity and innovation will be key. So here are our survey also revealed what the consumers value. Brands being seen as caring for the environment is a key engagement opportunity to meet the needs of customers while being environmentally conscious. Could be a minimum already being expected by customers these days and is a key engagement opportunity for brands. Secondly, consumers expect brands to be genuine and substantive in their messaging and action towards their customers and certain causes. You could see this in the 49%, 45%, and 42% who agreed that they want brands to be authentic in what they say, that they want brands to connect with customers in real life, and that they have purposeful messaging to do social good. Doing otherwise would make it counterproductive not only for the brands themselves, but also for the communities targeted by these messages. The survey also revealed that consumers value innovative products and services, as 46% prefer products that make their lives easier, and that 40% would like brands to find innovative ways to market. With so many brands vying for consumers' attention, it's important to stand out and catch consumers' interest by identifying the problem that the brand is helping solve in a consumer's life and being innovative in their approach. Thus, connection with consumers by solving consumers' day to day problems are one of the main ingredients and main engagement factors. So, the big ideas to connect with consumers these days: care for environment is top, and representing customers in real life or truth, purposeful messaging, and innovative solutions that solve their day to day problems and reaching them innovatively. So, in summary, I have provided 4 key learnings about Filipinos' attitudes, behaviors, and mindset surrounding sustainability adoption. And we have found out that there's significant number of green inclines or green ready availers, and a high number show that we're already second in Asia. Such green inclines or green ready availers mindset potentially drives expectation for companies to have sustainable practices. And the key brand engager is care for the environment, followed by authenticity. It was also found that Gen Zs, the youngest in the labor force, are wary about brand claims surrounding sustainability. Thus, to connect well, this means greenwashing will not do it. Companies and brands need to walk the talk. And lastly, the challenges or problems towards sustainability adoption in the market is expensiveness. Therefore, affordability can bring down the barrier to adoption of sustainable products. But innovation is key and will be, we do believe that it will be the game changer. There's need for creative solutions to make sustainability adoption sustainable. So there you have it. Thank you so much for our ability to present to you the research that we've done this year and in recent months. So thank you so much for this opportunity and enjoy the rest of the sessions here in the World Marketing Summit. Mabuhay!